From Burnt Corn, Alabama to Why Not, North Carolina. From Bigfoot, Texas to Frankenstein, Missouri. Let's ride. We want to ride shotgun with you for the next hour, talking trucking with Dean and Dodie, Christian and Kumar, Austin and Joel, Ian and the news, and the highwaymen, Ray, Mackie, Nate, Kevin. The creature's not with us tonight. He's at the Headbangers Ball. He won his own tickets because nobody sent him any pictures of their gaming system. So creature's jumping into mosh pits since he's lost a couple more pounds on his keto diet. And special guest, good friend of ours and friend of the show, mostly a good friend of all of ours. We all know him, Traveling Mike.
Traveling Mike.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hi, what's up, Russell?
Howdy. How's it going, Christian? We missed you last week.
Oh, I can tell.
You know?
The very first thing I hear when I walk in is RJ saying, "Hey, you watched the show from last week?" I said, "No, I didn't get downloaded by the time I got on the plane." He says, "Really? That must hurt." I said, "What do you mean? What do you mean hurt?" And he goes, 120, huh?
No, it was 140, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, 140.
Yeah, 140.
By the way, Christian, I feel just as duped as you, okay? They changed the rules, so I feel like I
changed
didn't.
the rules.
Change the rules, and I won, but I didn't feel like I won.
Christian.
And
It's heads I win, tails I lose, huh?
exactly.
Are you being a sore loser?
Christian,
No, I'm not. No, I'm just going to let you know. Remember this day, Russ. I want you to remember this
Christian,
day.
listen. When you are going to miss the show, you need to plan that in advance and let us know in advance, not the day before, because, you know, people expect you here. You got a lot of fans.
Yeah, just Venmo me like $1,000.
Not just
your next
only
absence.
fans. You got fans.
I was on vacation today, and I'm still here.
Yeah.
Christian, I was going to skip
I was
this
on a
week, but-
freaking plane.
I was in Pittsburgh today.
They have Wi-Fi on planes.
Yes, they do.
First class.
Well,
Hey, it's funny you mentioned Bigfoot, Texas. I know exactly where that's at.
do you?
His backyard.
Yeah.
Do you know where Burnt Corn, Alabama is, Kevin or Nate?
No.
I've never heard of that one.
I was going to miss today, Christian, but I was going to call ahead and put a cap on what. I was just going to make my donation up front.
That's funny. If you think we were going to pay attention to that cap, you had another thing coming. You better hope you don't have any more dental work in the next 6 months, Mike.
That is correct. You're out of your dental insurance for the year, Mike. There's no more coverage.
You met your Talkin Truckin deductible too, Mike.
That's right. And for you listeners out there, so what's going on? We've been raising money. I know we say it every week, but we're raising money till Christmas for St. Jude's. And so last week's show, Christian was on a plane, and we took it to him, and he's paying $140, but it's for a great cause. So we came up with a new nickname for him, Christian, a.k.a. Mr. Generous.
Nice. Yeah. That's the end of my generosity if we're not clear by now.
So yeah, but that was a lot of fun. And hey, like I said, you know, it's for a great cause. I did text you the other Thursday or Friday, Christian. I didn't tell him how much or what, and we tried connecting on the phone a couple times, but we played phone tag, so we really didn't talk about it till today.
Yeah.
But I texted him. I'm like, I just want you to know, from all of us here at Talkin Truckin and at St. Jude's, we really appreciate your generosity. This is right after he hadn't even seen the show yet.
No.
So we got it.
Really appreciate that. Yes, you got me. Good. That's Russ Deaton 1, Christian 0. So just waiting for the comeback.
Yeah.
But by the end of all this, somebody who's absent is probably going to have to like give like $1,000. That's my guess.
We're doing real good though this year for St. Jude's, and we've got September, October, November. We got 4 months left almost, you know, because we go to Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So
I bet by the end of it, people are going to have to start taking out loans to pay it.
advances.
It's going to be like Monopoly. We start mortgaging our properties just to pay.
Yeah.
That's great. Ray's got to mortgage his truck that's been paid for 3 years. So, that was fun. We enjoyed it, and so did St. Jude's. So, Ray, where are you? I saw you're on the side of the road. You're waiting on the tow truck.
Yeah, I'm on the side of the road. I'm past a town, north of a town called Verona in Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia.
Yeah.
You know where that's
I
at?
80
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that near you guys,
Absolutely.
Christian?
Yes, it is. What's it? 221, somewhere up there.
Towing
Just
to
the
the
north
Nelson Yard.
200 exits. Yep.
Yeah,
They got that
it makes
song,
me mad
High
because
Verona,
I just,
right?
Verona.
Oh, that's my.
Yeah, no, it just makes me mad because I just passed the level 3 and then broke down past the space station.
Literally.
Yeah,
Level
so
3, good.
What's broken?
It's not a major thing. It's just he can't get under the
A
truck.
cotter pin.
Yeah, I'm too fat to get under the truck. I'm missing the clevis pin for the. I lost the clevis pin for my clutch.
If you got a skinny mechanic or someone that's in ketosis that you could send out there, Christian, so that'd be
It's
Or
not
Ray,
me, guys.
Do you have
I'm
motor
out.
oil or something on your truck? That you can use?
motor.
Yeah, lather
Lather up,
yourself
baby.
up and squeeze in there.
Yeah,
Why is that
Yeah.
man naked covered in oil on the side of the road?
Talking Truckin news exclusive.
Yeah,
You know,
that's-
come to think of it, Ray, when Mike said that earlier about turning the front wheel, I think that's how I squeezed under my truck, was turning the wheel all the way and inching in behind the front tire.
that was like me
think
trying to
that's
get
how I
the
got it.
airplane seatbelt on.
Well, I was trying to.
It's like, you
I
guys
was
got
trying
any
to-
lube or grease around here? This thing's not working.
Yeah, right.
Christian,
Well,
were
I
you a
tried-
coach?
I
how I
tried that,
got
Mike,
under
but
there.
I'm fatter than the space allowed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm always in coach,
I was
man.
I barely made it. I couldn't remember. I knew I had the same problem of not being able to get under the truck, and I had to change one sensor. And I think I think I had to turn the wheel, and that was it.
What we
Yep.
all got to do.
I pulled the
I wrote-
spring off too to do it.
I'm curious about the plane trip, Christian. So you were in coach?
Okay, I'm a man of the people. Actually, during
See-
COVID, when all the plane rates were like
Yeah.
$0, I'll ride first class, but rates are back where they were and worse. So it's coach.
Don't you get? I know you got credit cards and stuff. I use one credit card exclusively, and I mean, I've got so many points. You can easily upgrade and get a coach price and get first class.
You sure can, but I apply those towards hotels because that's where I spend more time than I do on a plane. So
Yeah.
I'd rather have a nicer hotel, mostly because my wife doesn't care where she flies on a plane. But if I take her to the Cockroach Inn, we had a funny story we were telling people at the wedding. Like when I grew up, my father stayed in like $20 hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Like there's mold on the ceiling, that kind of thing. And I don't know if I said this before, but like the safest place to put your stuff is in the microwave,
listen.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all new to me all over again. So yeah, to put in the microwave. So so my wife will not have that treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like those points and I like upgrading. I got a lot of points, so I can use hotels too. But I haven't been flying much. This summer, that stint there to Georgia. But anyway, Jim Mackey,
Yeah.
where are you at, buddy?
Twin Falls, Idaho.
Twin Falls, Idaho. You know, Jim, today on the show, I think we've got the person that's closest to your age. Traveling Mike's with us. I told him earlier on the phone, he's about as old as Jim Mackey.
Yeah, I don't think he's as old as I am.
I know he's not. I
No,
was
not
messing with him.
quite, but I'm closer than the rest of them are, that's for sure.
You for sure are.
Just
Closer
like
than
Jim
the rest of
Mackey, that joke's getting old.
And Nate, where are you?
I'm in Tom's Brook, Virginia.
Tom's Book?
Tom's Brook.
Oh,
yeah,
Tom.
Northside,
I thought he was
81.
talking about our Tom. I'm like, what?
Oh, you're not far down the road from me then.
Hey, you.
No, I'm not. I'm actually sitting here waiting on Kevin's dad to show up because we're picking up apples tomorrow. And I seen you down there, and I was like, oh, well, heck, he's going to be driving by me. And then I looked again later, and I was like, wow, he's still sitting there. What's going on? And then I ended up having to take care of a few things on the phone. So
Yeah. Well, don't
I
take this
didn't
the
ever
wrong way,
text
but you won't fit either.
That was gonna be my next question. Was could you or Kevin's dad fit underneath there?
Yeah.
I'm going to say if it's genetics, the answer is going to be no again, guys. I've never seen his
Well,
dad.
hydraulics, maybe.
So Kevin, is Kevin and his dad coming, or yeah, because they're all going on apples, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all going on apples, but
I'm coming
Kevin's
out of
dad-
Louisiana, Texas right now.
Oh, you're headed up
Headed
that
up,
way
yeah.
and started.
Yeah.
We haul apples out of there every year about this time with these guys. And then the creature, like I said, he's at the Headbangers Ball, so he won't be here. Probably bruises from his mosh pit next week. And Traveling Mike, where are you?
I am in Bozeman, Montana, getting ready to step out of the truck and do my drop and hook, and then I'll be back on.
Okay, Bozeman, Montana. Western Montana, yeah. I think.
No, that's only about an hour and a half from Billings.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In between Billings and Butte, Montana.
So have you guys ever heard of Oscar's surströmming? Christian and Mike? It's a fish, Mike.
That's a no for me, dog.
It's a herring. So we've come up with a way, and we ordered 3 of these. I know Mike's not going to do it. But
pull his name off the podcast, Russ. He's got to do it.
But we're going to try and see who can do this.
Now, what kind of herring is this? What do they do?
So, that smelly fish you're talking.
Yeah. Are you in, Mike? Can you handle it?
I can't. I literally, I
Mike,
puke if I.
know
if
you can try though. It's gonna be funny as heck. You can try.
It's bait.
The smell. I mean, you
fermented.
can send it. I'll open it and smell it and watch me gag.
So we're gonna do the 4 of us. We ordered the cans today. Let me just tell you, they're not cheap. They were $99 a can.
What?
And then we found. So Kumar kept looking because where do they come from, Kumar?
Sweden.
So they're
Caviar.
yeah. So we actually found some for $54 a can. That was the cheapest distributor or whatever he could get them from. So we're getting them shipped here, and they're gonna ship them to Kumar's house, I believe. Kumar, is that where you had them shipped? Just we don't want them lost sitting outside the office if it comes on the after hours. Or
I hope somebody steals that package off my porch.
So once we get them,
leave it out in the sun for a few days.
Tom,
not a bad idea.
Tom has already agreed. He saw this video we're about to show you. Tom's already agreed. He's in. He can do it. And we're gonna send them once we get them here. We'll overnight it to Christian, Mike, and Tom, and I'll do it. So we kind of come up with a plan that Christian, if you can do it, everybody on the show, and usually we have 14 people or so on the show, donates $20 to St. Jude's. All you have to do is eat one.
That's it. And not like, can I throw up or not?
After you swallow and you got it, we'll figure out
the good fraternity trick.
Yeah. Okay. So, and that's how we'll do it. So,
what if you can't eat it?
Then you have to pay to St. Jude's.
You have to eat it.
We'll put a cap on
like
it.
20 for everybody.
No, we'll put a cap. Maybe like
call my bank until my mortgage is going to be like now.
We'll put a cap on it. Maybe like $80 or something. But if you do it, everybody's going to pay. That could be like it depends on. Usually we have 12 to 14 people. That's going to be $250 to $280 donated. Just from you.
You can get your money back for what you paid
Perfect.
for.
And so what's the name of it? So
we're going to show you a video right now. Kumar, bring it up. It's called Oscar's surströmming.
Oscar Mayer.
So here we go.
Hold on one
I'll
second.
give him a second. So anyway, Tom is in. Christian's in. I'm in. Mike, are you in?
Yeah.
You don't have to eat the whole can.
Just don't be disappointed. I mean, I won't even make it to my mouth.
Well, we're not going to be disappointed if you can't.
Go.
If you can't handle it, you're going to pay, on a certain amount with a cap.
It's gonna be funny because I'm gonna be gagged. When I puke, I'm so loud and it comes.
Same here.
Can you make that
comes
the full screen
from the gut? I'm not even kidding. It comes from the gut. Like
okay, here we go.
Put a hook in it.
So this is what it is.
Mm.
Turn the volume.
yeah.
No sound.
No sound?
No.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's what gets us
no.
Oh God, already?
copyright.
Oh, the sound gets you.
Yeah.
The silent
There's no
movie.
way. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look at them
So you
already.
never
I'm telling
cleaned
you.
no fish before. Come on, dude.
Didn't even open the can all the way,
Yeah,
and they're
look at
already
it.
gagging.
The sound just makes it even worse. Oh
Oh.
They don't even eat it.
This guy
They're
does.
like, nope.
no, he
I
spits
don't think
it
he
out.
does. Yeah.
Well, he tries.
Russ, oh, he did.
Oh, he does.
So I don't know if you guys know about the process of how this is made.
Well, wait,
Am I gonna die?
No, it's actually a delicacy.
Does that have fentanyl in it?
It does. That face of his does not
Oh,
say
I can't
delicacy.
even get close to it. He does it. Wait, watch his face. He can't even shoot.
Holding it in your mouth is worse.
Put a
Yeah,
swallow.
if you're going that far, you got to go hard.
Can you use crackers?
So you can't get bread from the same place.
Crackers and hot sauce.
I see that one sweetened flatbread. That doesn't look any better.
You can get like a starter pack, and it comes with like their famous bread. And I'm scared about the bread.
Look
too.
at
I
the
don't
guy
know
on the
what
right
that's
who
like.
opens it.
Pin a
The guy on
cigarette.
the right, as soon as he turned the can opener the first couple spins. That was it for him.
He's faking.
It's done.
That'd be me.
He ain't faking. I've seen others try too, Joel. We'll find out.
You're gonna get it. $99 for that. Huh?
It sounds like Joel's
we got him for 54.
volunteering.
But this is for St. Jude's.
Well, let me throw some hot sauce on it.
All right.
I'm pretty sure the kids would not approve of us just throwing up all over the place for money.
Well,
There's probably a
kids
better
aren't
way to do
watching
this.
I love you. I did it for you, baby.
But it'll benefit them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're excited. When do we get those?
We should do a draft. We should do a draft so it's in order.
I'm good with that.
Short of straw. Right.
Yeah. When did they say it'll be delivered?
It didn't give me an ETA yet.
Okay.
So I'll let you know once I get that.
Been at the office
There's
too long,
only
but
5 of them in that giant can. Those things are big.
Yeah, and they're herring. I mean, how could you like sardines? Have you ever ate sardines?
They're hairy?
How bad could it be? Herring.
I didn't like them when my dad gave them to me on fishing trips. No.
Is this for me or the fish?
I can do it. I'm not afraid.
No, how
Ian
about this?
said-
But no holding your nose.
Yeah, just eat it. Yeah, just
right. No problem.
Let's go.
Right?
You have to smile.
Let's
the
go.
whole time.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be on the show from a remote location that you have to
An
I was
undisclosed
going to say
location.
we better do that show on a Friday so you have all weekend for the office to air out.
Hey, Rush, can you see the trash can behind me?
No.
It's right over. Yeah, we're going to bring it up here that day. We're absolutely going to bring it up here that day. And I won't be eating before the show, so it'll be.
Give you a reason to wear a mask.
That's it.
So anyway,
That's
we're gonna do it for St. Jude's. I think it'll be cool, and it'll definitely be entertaining. I'm really excited to see you, Mike. We've talked about you have a weak stomach.
He'll be at the dentist.
My food. Yeah, I've been such a picky eater my whole life, but like to the point, like if there's, for example, onions on McDonald's cheeseburgers, you know what I mean? Like that, I can't even scraping them off at that point. I can't even touch
Still
the
taste
it's
it.
done.
It's stained.
Yeah, no, it's done. But see, the crazy thing is like onion powder, like onion flavor. I love. It's good. It's like texture of stuff. It smells. So
Yeah,
that's
you're screwed.
going to be.
You're so screwed.
Yeah, this is bad.
I know exactly.
When you clean fish and you rip their head off, that don't bother you. That's different.
Nah.
Right. It's the smell.
I think he's just trying to work us, Russ. I think he's going to.
You probably had a couple of those for lunch.
Sushi, raw fish, I can eat, but it's probably just because I saw that video before, Russ, and I know like the smell is what I think it's gonna be the smell. If it doesn't smell, it probably would not. I think it's gonna be the smell that's trying to put something
It's Denver Parker.
Denver Parker.
Smells that bad in your mouth, you know.
Not in your hands.
I watched a video of a couple guys from Australia, and they were outside, and they showed there was a breeze, and they couldn't even handle it.
Yeah, I've seen a couple like
You're
that.
not helping at all, like at all.
Have you seen Deadliest Catch? They make those guys.
When you're getting your
like
news
the head off a herring.
Yeah.
from TikTok tonight or tomorrow, Christian, look up Oscars, Oskars.
Oh, I've already pulled it up. 300 G is what I'm looking at over here.
And then watch those videos later. There's a bunch.
Yeah, look up how it's made too.
Yeah. So how's it made, Ian?
Oh, hold on. Yeah. Let me pull that back up. So basically, they add just enough salt to prevent it from like rotting while still letting it rot a little bit. So just barely enough to slow it down.
Fermentation.
Yeah, and then they let it ferment for at least 6 months.
There's nothing wrong with
Traditionally in the ground.
You ever ate kimchi?
That sounds
That's
like-
how they make kimchi.
No, I have not.
Balut.
Well, not
Hey,
with
can
the
I
salt.
sub one of the people in my office? I think
Herb
Lois
balut?
would be good at this. She loves fermented stuff.
Oh, really? Well, this says a newly opened can of surströmming is the most putrid smells in the world, or one of the most.
Since there's multiple ones in the can, Christian, why don't you have her do it with you? See both?
Because I don't want to look like a chump, Russ.
Most honest answer.
She's on her third one, and I'm still throwing up in the trash can.
That's great.
So
guys,
I think we
our
should
fish-
do 40 ahead. We should do 40 ahead.
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Because I know that they're going to pay. I'm eating it. No problem. I'll be smiling.
Okay, I want to remember again. Remember this day.
You'll be smiling while you're throwing up into the trash can.
Why? Well, then if he's so confident, why don't we just say like $500 if it's that confident?
I mean, we can keep building this until they come.
There's a Dave Hester over here. Yeah.
I got a strong stomach, man. I can eat a lot of. I can handle it. I think. I mean, I've ate crickets on the show twice. I know
this is
way
a
different.
whole other ball game,
buddy. You barely ate those crickets.
See, I think I could eat the crickets because crunchy. That probably didn't smell. Right?
It tastes bad.
This is going to be worse than this is going to be worse than the day that Kumar microwaved shrimp in the office.
Ooh. So overdramatic.
Kumar did that, and now we have a sign on the microwave. I can see it from here. Absolutely no seafood. It's huge, right on the front of the microwave. And Christian's wallet's in there.
The wallet smells like fish.
So, guys, our fishing contest has officially ended. We've done it from Memorial Day to Labor Day. We've got some great pictures in. Kumar's going through it. He's going to send it to Dave Dudley, the professional fisherman that's going to judge it. He's going to take it. You haven't sent it yet, right?
No, not yet.
Okay, so we got time. Kumar and I went over this today. Christian, Mike, Joel, everybody, if you guys are all good with it, because I'm going to be traveling out west towards the end of this month. So he's going to get it to Dave Dudley, and we were thinking that we could do it on the 5th, October 5th. That gives him plenty of time to decide who his first, second, and third place winners are. First 500, second 300, and 150 for third. So are you guys good with October 5th, that Wednesday? On that show, we'll have David Dudley on.
Yeah.
Reveal the winner, and then Kumar get the check sent out.
Good deal.
Sounds like a winner.
That'll work. You have Christian gave you all of David Dudley's contact or email or
not
whatever?
yet. I put us all get with Christian about that.
Yeah, he needs that so he can get everything to him.
I put us all in an email, but I'll loop it. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, mention October 5th as a reveal date, and he can come on the show. Tell him we'll do it right at the beginning. That way he doesn't have to hang around all night. And yeah. So that's the fishing contest, and it is over. Summer's over, guys. Can you believe it?
We're in the 36th week of the year.
Still feels pretty warm out. I'm still going with summer for now.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to close my pool tomorrow.
It's felt like fall the past 2 days for sure, I think.
Is it hot down there in Roanoke, Christian?
Yeah, it's nice down here. Yeah, we don't have to worry about closing our pools yet.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have one, but it seems like a problem in Ohio.
Yeah. It was a terrible year for it.
They're cheaper in Ohio.
Yeah, it's 72 degrees, I think, today.
So you had to use it 3 months out of the year.
Pretty much perfect.
59. I like the weather, don't get me wrong, but it's not pool weather. Not at all.
You didn't get a heated pool, Russ?
No, but all my neighbors have a heated pool. You know, I just put it in a year ago, so it was the first year.
You got the solar panel cover,
I got a
right?
solar cover, but that didn't even do it. It's pretty cold now. Of course, every other day is cloudy, so the solar cover needs some sun to warm the pool. But anyway, yeah, so the fishing contest, I'm excited about that. Excited to have the professional fisherman, David Dudley, judge it. And, yeah. So, Joel, we've skipped sports last couple weeks. Exciting week. Christian, did you get your pick'em in?
I did get my pick'em in.
Okay. Exciting week this week. We started our pick'em contest. So, this is the first week. And what are we going to go till? Like we did last year, till the to the playoffs,
Playoff
right?
game, yeah.
So we'll just
regular
go
season.
Regular season, then we'll
weeks.
do the playoffs.
Yeah. We got time.
So we got 17 weeks.
Yep.
And
who you calling right now? Did we call Super Bowl? Call it right now.
Oh, he's gonna call the Browns.
Don't call the Browns. I called the Bills and the Rams. I think is what I said.
Yeah. Well, that's tomorrow night's first game, right, Joel?
Yes, and that's
Yes,
who's
it
going to be
is.
in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I like
no, not the Rams.
I like the Bills.
The Bills and the Niners is who I picked.
I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl. I think they get beat by the Browns in the AFC playoff or AFC championship game.
All right. Cover it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the sports show that talks about truck routes, truck stops, and strange bets. I'm your host, Joel Howell. And before we get into football, we have a lot to cover on the show today. So let's go around the league. First off, Did I even finish that? Major League Baseball, American League East, and New York Yankees, 81-54, still in the lead in the Central. Cleveland, 70-64, a game and a half in front of Minnesota. Out west, Houston, 87-49, will win the division. In the East, look out, Met fan. Braves have tied it, 85-51, about 25 games to go in the season. The game matters because one of those teams is going to be the first seed and the other the fourth seed. You don't want to be the fourth seed because you're forced to play a one-game playoff. Anything can happen. Your whole season could end for one game. So those two teams battling out. St. Louis in the Central, 80-56. Out west, the Dodgers and the Runaway, 51 games above 500, 93-42. Real quick in golf, the PGA top 5. Xander Schauffele at number 5. Number 4, Patrick Cantlay. Number 3, Rory McIlroy. Number 2, Cameron Smith. Number 1, Scotty Scheffler. Scheffler. Next play, September 15th through the 18th in Napa, California. $8 million purse. This past week, Dustin Johnson wins the LIV tournament in Boston. Shot a 15 under.
Yeah, and did you see that Phil Mickelson's going back to the PGA?
No, I didn't see that.
No,
yeah,
did not. We'll cover that on a news show there. But until then, NASCAR top 5. Number 5, Tyler Reddick in the cheddar cheese car. Number 4, Chris Bell in the Ream water heater car. Number 3, Denny Hamlin in the FedEx. Number 2, William Byron, Liberty University. And number 1, Joey Logano in the Shell Pennzoil car. And there is your NASCAR. Nothing going on this weekend. Next, 11, September 11th, Kansas City. Next NASCAR action. All right, top 10, NCAA. Let's go over that real quick. Number 10, USC. Dominated in their opener against Rice, 66-14. Congratulations, Lincoln Riley. Number 9, Baylor, 69-10 over their little school, Albany. Number 8 was number 5, Notre Dame, lost to Ohio State, 21-10. Number 7, Oklahoma over UTEP, University of Texas, El Paso, 45-13. Number 6, Texas A&M blanks Sam Houston, 31-0. Number 5, Clemson dropped a spot, 41-10 over Georgia Tech the other night. Number 4, Michigan, 51-7 over Colorado State. As I stated, number 3, Ohio State won their game against Notre Dame. It was number 5. And number 2, Georgia, the defending champions, roll against Oregon. And number 1, Bama, blanks Utah State 55-0. They play Texas this weekend. That should be one to look forward to. Now over to the NFL.
Before you go, Joe.
One picks.
Joel?
Yes, sir.
Didn't you think it was odd? Ohio State ranked or plays a ranked top 5 or ranked at number 5, and then drops.
It's all right.
2. And then
they're in tough company.
Alabama plays a high school team and moves up to number 1.
They weren't though. Utah State won their first game, and they're a pretty big school. Bama's just Bama. But long ways to go.
Anyway.
We'll see. Those 3 teams will probably be in the playoff. But yeah, that format. We've got to go over that too. It changed a little. College football playoff. We'll talk about that later. You want to do the pick'ems, Russ? Week 1.
Yeah.
Or
just go over what the games are.
Okay. Tomorrow night,
we've all picked.
Buffalo Bills at LA Rams. I got the Bills. New Orleans Sunday. New Orleans at Atlanta. Cleveland at Carolina. The Baker game. Russ. That's a 1:00. Niners at the Bears. Steelers at Bengals. Philly at Detroit. Indy at Houston. New England Patriots. Miami. Baltimore at New York Jets. Christian. Jacksonville at Washington Commanders. New York Giants at Tennessee. By the way, are you a Giants or Jets fan, Christian, or neither?
He's a Jets fan.
I'm a Jets fan. Thank you.
KC Chiefs at Arizona. Raiders at LA Chargers. Green Bay at Minnesota. Tampa Bay at Dallas. Russ going with the Cowboys in that one.
And that's my sleeper pick of the week. Cowboys beating Tampa Bay and Tom Brady.
Russell
And they're at
Wilson
home.
travels back to Seattle Monday night.
What'd you say, Christian?
They're at home. Dallas is at home.
Well, and also look at all the drama around Brady and not being in the preseason at all. And
you think that's drama? You should see who's your quarterback.
Jacoby Brisket.
Jacoby Brissett.
I'm sorry, Brisket.
Jacqueline
Are we
Brisset.
eating or are we playing football here? What's his name again?
You forget about the other guys on that team.
How long is the other guy?
11 games.
Oh, how many games are there in a season?
17. So he comes back
just for playoff time.
12, 13, 14. He has 6 games he'll come back for.
Yeah, he's at the massage.
Yeah.
But he's got guaranteed money, right? Like
yes. He lost $5 million of it because they fined him $5 million and 11 games.
Happy ending.
Does Cleveland get that money back, or that just goes to the players' union?
Actually,
or NFL?
I think the Browns did a pretty stand-up thing. So when that all went down, keep in mind, he wasn't on the Browns team when all this happened, and I thought maybe the Houston Texans should have been involved in some of this, but the Browns didn't get fined or anything like that. But as soon as it was over, they donated $1 million to, I guess crisis prevention things
like abuse
along those lines. Yeah, abuse crisis preventions in the area here. So I felt like they're trying, So
yeah, I'm on board with that.
So you want to break Baker Mayfield in half, right?
I can't wait for Sunday. I can't wait.
That's gonna be good.
Did you guys hear what Baker said last week?
Talking trash.
He's talking trash.
Yeah,
What'd
he
he say?
said things we don't say on this podcast, right?
We could say it. You just got the air hornet. But some reporter on the sidelines asked him, Baker, are you ready? How you feel about the Browns meeting the Browns in the first game of the season? He's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm gonna fuck them up. So horn that.
Truck them up.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's what he said, and it's all. I listen to the press conferences every day after practice and stuff. They play them on the one app I have, usually when I go home at night, and they'll interview the coach, and then they'll interview several different players each day. And it's short; it's like a half hour, the whole thing, something like that. But everybody's been asked for a week every time they interview them in the Browns press room, and nobody's talking about it. They're just taking the high road. They're like, they're just avoiding any drama, confrontation, or anything like that, but to lead up to this game. But not Baker. Baker's ready. So
he's a gunslinger, man.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that's the most, and for two teams that, honestly, the Browns didn't even make the playoffs last year. Carolina's in the toilet for a while. For two teams that aren't even expected to be in the playoffs this year, I read on ESPN.com or whatever today, or a couple days ago, it's probably one of the most wanted to watch games of the first Sunday in football.
Is it? Do they poll people in Cleveland for that, or?
So it's the drama. It's the controversy.
Absolutely.
It'll probably it'll be good. All right, Joel.
All right.
That's
there
it.
You have it. That's
there
it.
you have
What
it.
about
sports
we
fan.
got UFC guys? Don't forget about that.
Yeah, that
UFC
was a good card last
279
weekend.
got some Nate Diaz going on.
What's going
Oh
on?
yeah.
When is that?
What's it? Saturday night, right?
Who's Nate Diaz fighting?
Yeah, September 10th. So it's what's it? Chimaev, Chimaev.
I know it, but I got to see it.
Yeah, so
what is that?
he's 11-0. Yeah, Kamzat
Eight.
Chimaev going versus Nate Diaz, who's 21-13, but still bad to the bone. And then you got Tony Ferguson, who's in the co-main event in the welterweight, and then Kevin Holland in the 10 o'clock hour as well. So that's gonna be a pretty good card. I'll watch. I'll pay just to watch Nate Diaz fight. I love watching him fight.
The guy he's facing is undefeated.
Yeah, he's undefeated. He's a young, what they call young and up and coming. So Nate's always run his mouth like there's nobody around. I fought everybody, and if Nate's got the energy to take it 5 rounds and get pounded on like he always does, but the problem is he bleeds so much they call the fights now. So
I think it's Kamzat Chimaev. I should know this.
You having
I
a
should know this.
stroke?
should.
But he's definitely going to beat Nate Diaz. I have no doubt.
What?
What? Are you crazy? For sure.
Man. He's
Sounds like you and I should go head to head on Kumar's questions, and we'll just double up and do a double or nothing on the.
He's
I'm
coming
telling
back.
you, Nate. I love Nate Diaz, but his glory days are over.
So you guys,
this
are you
is
guys
his
up
final
for,
fight.
Are you guys up for one question for $20 drivers? Nikki Bissett knows we're doing the show. She just texted me with a question to see if you guys know for the St. Jude's. So this isn't part of questions with Kumar, but Nikki said.
Wait, whoa. So if they get it, who pays and who doesn't? Is Nikki paying?
Yeah, we'll just say Nikki's paying.
Okay. Thanks, Nikki.
If they don't get it, Nikki pays $20. Or I'm sorry, if they get it, Nikki pays $20 to the St. Jude's. She's gonna love this.
If they don't get it, she pays 40.
If they don't get it, she pays 40. So drivers.
Heads we win, tails she loses. Heads she wins, tails she loses.
I like it. All right. So Nate, Kevin, Mackie,
sorry, Nikki.
Mike.
Yep.
Traveling Mike.
All right, ready?
Nikki's question is, what is the definition to a truck driver of motion lotion?
Fuel.
I was a bit surprised by her question.
It was fuel. Diesel fuel.
Diesel fuel?
Oil?
Yeah.
Mackey's right.
Mackey's right.
Other time, I think so.
Heard of that?
I was thinking oil.
I think it's what Ray uses to get under his truck.
Okay. So drivers got it
butter,
right.
lots of butter.
Drivers got it right. So Nikki Bissett, you pay. Thanks for texting in the question. I like it.
She's never gonna send another one.
Write it down, Kumar. Nikki, $20.
Well, Mike
St.
said
Jude's.
40 now. Mike said 40.
Oh, was it 40? You're right. Drivers got it. It's double.
Nikki, I just Nikki, leave me out of this.
$40. St.
There'll be a
Jude's.
settlement deduction coming through immediately.
And don't worry, we won't
Better
deduct
pay
it.
attention.
We won't deduct it until Christmas. So you got some time.
You're
I'm texting
fired.
her back now. We did. You owe 40 to St. Jude's.
She thought she was contributing.
That's right.
Being nice.
I've always called
You're
diesel.
paying.
I've always called diesel fuel either one or two things: motion lotion or liquid gold.
Yeah, these days you can
Yeah,
call
right.
it liquid
These days,
gold for
yeah.
sure.
Diamond.
Liquid platinum.
What have you guys been seeing on the price out there? I know it went up a little last week, which surprised me, but then I saw today it's been dropping again nationally. What kind of prices you guys been seeing on the road, drivers?
I got
fuel back in Texas, and it was $4.89 where I got fuel at.
Okay, that's
I
cheaper
got
than here.
fuel.
I bought in Ogden, Utah earlier today for $4.79.
That's a good price. It's $5
And I
here.
didn't.
A little over it.
Yeah, well, it was like $5.20 in Ray theme, but I didn't top my tank off. I just put enough fuel in it to get me by.
Yeah.
So
What are you seeing out there, Mike? Traveling Mike?
He's still muted.
Oh, okay. He's dropping and swapping. Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah,
and then
about the same as everybody else. I'm looking at $4.95 up here in Montana right now.
okay.
Yeah, I've seen up in Montana last week. I saw $4.84, $4.85,
Yeah.
like that.
Well, hopefully it keeps coming down.
So I got a
Last
question
week
for you,
it
Russ.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
I just pulled up the averages. A month ago, it was 515 was the average. A year ago, 329. Last week, 508, and this week, 505. It's getting down a little from last week. Yeah, a year ago.
So, Russ, I can't
days.
believe you're letting Joel off over here. I mean, he just did sports, and he didn't do this day in history. Something important happened back in 1979 that all of us
You're
liked.
absolutely right.
He's not done, Mike. He's not done. He's got.
In
He usually does this
1979, I was born, Mike. September 12th, I was
for
born.
this day in
Yes,
history.
you're right.
He usually
This week.
does when he does questions with Kumar.
Yeah.
Yep.
What year did you say,
okay.
Mike?
1979.
Okay, something happened then too, huh? Good. That's different than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you got, Mike?
Sports Center was just introduced, came on TV, and we all watched that. We're talking sports.
Wow, he missed it.
Yeah,
yes, he did.
Wow, I got another one.
Biggie.
1963.
Yes, that one.
The Hall of Fame for you Ohio boys.
Right. I was just there a few weeks ago. Very good. There's another one in 1996, too. Did you get that one?
96?
Yeah.
In sports?
In 96.
Little different.
Tupac.
He got it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Really?
He's almost as good with history as he is with
Thanks,
hours of
Trebek.
service.
We appreciate you coming on, Alex Trebek.
What you call him?
For Father Time, Mr. Mackey, back in 1533. Queen Elizabeth I was taken, no, she was pronounced Queen of England.
What was it?
It was Queen Elizabeth I resumed, became queen on this day in 1533.
Jim, you didn't know that? He called you Father Time, Jim.
No, I didn't know that. I was out of the country at the time.
He was out of the country at the time. He said. That's great. All right. So the show must go on. Ian, are you ready for the news?
No, I forgot about
Ian was on
this day in
vacation.
history. So I'm frantically trying to find one. 1968. Oh wait, no. All right, we're skipping this one.
Yeah, if you don't have it ready, let's go to news.
All right, in the news, over in LaGrange, Georgia, a 91-year-old woman decided not to take a nap, and good thing she did because a pair of tandems came smashing into her bedroom. They came dislodged from a vehicle, and ended up there. They had enough speed to crush through her wall. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say the 90-year-old woman was the one driving the truck.
Things have gotten tough out there, everybody. Real tough.
She confused the brakes with the gas.
But yeah, absolutely crazy. I didn't. I live on a busy road, so I hope that never happens to me. Over in Georgia.
That's more than 4 feet.
He just doesn't have a flag. Everything else is legal.
If it fits, it ships. That's what it says here. Yeah, this guy got pulled over and was not allowed to continue. Said has a 15-foot 9-inch overhang.
Oh my gosh! I think he was just trying to show off how good his truck is.
Yeah. All he needed was one little red flag on the end. It would have been fine, right?
Where's the straps? How's he keeping that?
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. I
don't think that trailer has
chains
those
or anything.
He has a bunch of
container
people
locks.
on the side closest to
and
the
there's nothing
truck
on the
to keep it
D-hooks.
balanced.
Yeah, I don't think that's one of those trailers with the container hooks.
Look at those tanks.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to have all the weight up in the front, too. Oh man.
I'd be curious if he picked it up from a port, if the port set that on there like that.
Right, like I have to hope that this is an empty container and he was just transporting it to,
Across the
probably
parking
not a
lot.
port
I don't
because
think
they-
it really
they would
matters,
not
to be
even touch
honest.
that.
Maybe he's taking it to make a tiny house or something.
There we go. Anyways, but yeah, they pulled him over and stopped him. So, all right. Ooh, over near Statesville, where we pick a lot of our customer freight up, this lovely young woman tried to steal a semi truck, and then when the driver caught her, she tried to run him over. So she has now been arrested. This is over on the I think Turnersville Highway near Statesville.
Wow, she was hitting those gears, huh?
Yeah,
She looks like a trout.
we had a few people picking up there. I wonder if they saw anything crazy.
It's like a salmon.
Did you enter her face in the fishing contest? She looks like a catfish.
Oh no.
Like a trout.
Oh man.
She's like a deformed bass.
All right. And then got a couple of road closure. Well, actually, no, this isn't a road closure. I don't think this is going to affect too many of our guys, but this is U.S. Highway 50 out in Colorado over near Marysville. Let me zoom out a little bit. They have a runaway truck.
So that's over.
That's Vail.
That's over Vail. That's on the other side,
Okay.
not the Denver side, right?
Well, it's running
Oh, yeah,
away.
yeah.
Well, it's right in there.
This is up
Yeah.
in the mountains for
Yeah.
sure.
Which way's it going?
But yeah, they have one of their.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that Wolf? Jim Mackey, you would know. Isn't that Wolf Pass or Wolf something Pass?
This is over near
Wolf Creek
Monarch.
Pass.
What is it?
Wolf Creek Pass.
Wolf Creek Pass. Yeah, I've been on that road before. I just remembered that pass.
Okay.
That's steep. Jim knows.
Manly terrain.
Yeah, just be
that's
just be
a
wary if
nasty
you're going through there. They have one of their runaway truck ramps closed. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
Don't
is
fry
it?
your
Is
brakes.
Loveland Pass, I think, has a tunnel that goes through it, right? Somewhere over there. Is it Loveland?
On 70?
Loveland,
Loveland
yeah, I
Pass
think they might have
is the way to go around the ice. Loveland Pass is the way to go around the Eisenhower Tunnel.
But
Yeah,
I remember I was traveling west on 70, and that somebody had flipped a flatbed in that tunnel, I guess, and they had it closed, and we had to go around the mountain. And I got video of it, of us passing each other on this mountain. We had to go over top of it and over the tunnel or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was tight, and it was tight. We were right on the edge. Kelly was with me. She's got the phone hanging out the window, looking straight down. We almost got hit probably 4 times going around corners because, inches. There's barely any room. I almost can't believe they've had people going at the same time, but it worked. Everyone went slow and got through it, but it was close. Man. It was really close.
You can't go fast. You have to go slow.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're creeping.
Yeah. And then another road closure. This is out in Oregon, in between Ontario and Baker City on 84. There are some wildfires, so this is all closed down right now. I haven't had too many roads. It seems shut down. This has been a pretty mild season for wildfires. Knock on wood. Besides Alaska, which Alaska's been totally on fire. But anywho, on to the next one. A trailer, actually. Three trailers of meat were stolen from an Iowa pork processing plant. They found the trailers nearby with all of the meat taken out, obviously. But they are trying to find out what happened there. This was up in Ottumwa. Did I say that right, Jim?
Ottumwa.
Ottumwa, yeah.
Ottumwa.
I heard it was a hamburglar.
Should be easy to track down, hopefully. Maybe Ronald knows where he is. And then
I would really be curious what they did with the meat. Like, I'd be genuinely curious if they took it to eat, or they got to freeze it, they got to store it somewhere. So like, where
that, and they have to find a buyer. I mean, who's gonna buy?
The general public.
60 pallets of unknown meat.
Everybody's always seen those guys running around with a picture in a deep freezer in the back of a truck selling meat. But that's where they get it from.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of local butchers that have made out.
What was that, Christian?
Yeah,
a bunch of local butchers have made out.
But you said 3 trailers.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of those pickup trucks with coolers or freezers in the back to sell meat.
Yeah,
that's.
you figure if it was all meat.
So did they steal the trailers, or did they steal the meat out of them?
They originally stole a semi and 3 trailers. They found all the trailers though afterwards.
So
no meat inside.
You got to clean that out quick and get rid of it quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
It
about
says an estimated value of
130,000.
100,000.
What was that, Mackie?
I said 3 trailers of meat. That'd be about 130,000 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane to think about how fast they would have to work. Yeah,
right.
Just like the Hamburglar, it's fast food.
They're going to raise for a barbecue later.
They stole 3 trailers with loss prevention out of JBS. There's somebody on the inside that knows what went on. Someone's getting fired or hung.
You're probably right.
Probably.
They definitely had a plan.
The other thing I'm thinking of, it probably got turned into dog food or something like that. Who knows? Who would buy it?
It's a lot of dogs to feed.
Their ribeye, by the way, quick plug: JBS ribeye steak burgers, ribeye burgers, the best burgers you're ever gonna have.
Really?
Oh, unbelievable! Melt your mouth. Oh, unbelievable. That's it. That's all I have.
Pork is going to be in short demand here. So, this is kind of a sad story. A truck driving school shut down while they were teaching, basically, like in the middle of the course.
So they got shut down by what, the DOT or something?
I think they ran out of money. I didn't get to read it too much.
So you got to start all over if you're a student.
So scroll up and read above the picture. This poor guy. It says the first time I signed the papers and paid was April 4th. He says one day in August he showed up to the class and the doors were locked. Oh, that's sick.
I saw this down here. Some people had paid $4,500, $4,400. This person paid $3,900. And they're doing this to try and get a job. They're now that like I said, they have to start over. They're not getting their money back.
Yeah.
Some of that's subsidized too, so I wonder if they made it on both ends.
I'm really hoping there's a trucking school out there or a large company that has a school, and they'll see this and try and reach out to some of these. 'Cause it says there's more than 20 students. I mean, it'd be a good opportunity to.
And Christian, you're right. Those I think the what they're getting in subsidies is like $10,000 per student.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Yep.
Plus what they charge the student. Yeah. Yep. And then maybe because a lot of companies will pay that $4,500 or whatever they charge, and then they get the subsidy, and so then the student is probably on the hook for a loan now with the carrier that paid, or they're gonna because that's how it works. That's sad.
Got to work for them for like a year.
Yeah.
Pay for it.
Now you're gonna be a Swift driver for 4 years before you can leave.
Wow.
The trucks are still parked outside, guys. I'd take a truck. You guys are kidding. I'm not joking at all. I'd put it in a locked yard.
But they can't drive them yet. They don't have a license.
It doesn't mean they don't know how to. It's just not legal. Sometimes you have to stop paying attention to law, Russ.
I was thinking the same thing you were. Show up, the doors are locked.
You take $5,000. You take $5,000. I'm taking $2,800 worth of tires before I leave the parking lot. I'd have to learn how to drive to remove tires. Yeah. By the way, I'm taking the transmission module and the CPC module as well. I got my money back tomorrow.
Yeah, we just go back to a few of those shows and see what the expensive parts were.
Just leave your school receipt under the hood where the module goes.
Yep. I'll put it right next to the one box that's no longer on there. Yep.
I guess they're not covered under the $500 billion.
All right. We're moving on here. Very sad story though. This was over in Georgia. A driver either got stuck or his truck broke down on the tracks. You can see him here waving to try and get the conductor to slow down. I don't know if he knows, but trains take a really long time to slow down.
He almost slowed down. Got to give him credit.
You're not going to
stop. About a mile short.
Out of the way.
I thought that if that train was going faster, I thought it was going to hit that truck, and that trailer was going to come around and hit that guy.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot worse.
Save those tires, huh?
In this situation. It's amazing. It wasn't just
he lost
shredded.
his beauty cap.
Most of the time, train.
Boy, those guys. Oh, sorry, Mike.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I was going to say most of the times the engineers won't even hit their brakes until they clear the tracks.
You're right, Mike.
That way they're not blocking the roadway.
Yeah.
Look at that trailer didn't hit him.
So one thing I would always say, unlike this driver, you need to get far away from your vehicle if you're ever in a situation like this.
Yeah.
Also, like the guy that's backing up that's like 100 yards away.
Also, if you ever do get stuck on the tracks, another thing is a lot of the times these crossings have phone numbers either on the poles or somewhere nearby on the controller box that you can call and let somebody know, and they will stop any trains that are coming near there. So that is the proper thing to do.
If they're not going 90 miles an hour.
By the way, before we head on to the next news, Nikki just texted me back that she will pay. I told her that she lost the question with the drivers, and she said she will pay. I said, "Oh, we know that Kumar already wrote down $40." So
appreciate her being a good sport about it.
Yeah, and St. Jude's appreciate you, Nikki.
Hey, Nikki, I'll call you the next time Russ is not here. Nikki, I'll give you a call. We'll make sure we even that bet up a little bit.
I have a question if anybody can answer it. So I was taught this when I worked for a train recovery crew. If you're in a situation where you're near tracks and you see a train and you know it's going to wreck, which way do you run if you're on foot?
So if you're
towards the train.
Towards the train.
Yep. You
Really?
run towards the train. Yep.
Oh, because it's going to keep on moving forward.
Yep.
There's so much momentum.
Unless you're a road runner.
That would have been a good question for me.
Wait a minute. Say the question again, because I'm not understanding.
So if you're nearby a track
And it's coming towards
and-
you.
and it's
like
coming
you're
towards
standing
you,
on the
and
tracks?
you see, no, you're just near the tracks,
Okay.
and you know that the train is going to wreck. Which way
Okay.
do you run to try and get away from it?
Yeah.
And
okay.
the answer is you run toward the train.
Or the direction the train
Instead-
was coming from.
That makes sense. I mean, I
Right.
probably wouldn't have thought of that.
We'll hope it
I would
don't
have
come
said
off the
reverse.
tracks.
Reverse. Immediately
You said wreck.
reverse. That's what I would have
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
I'm going to get lost down.
If the train's going north and south and I see that it's going to wreck, I'm going east or west, whichever way. I am not going towards it.
Well,
I'm
see,
with
you have
Rob.
to think. You have to think when a train comes to a sudden stop, it expands.
Yeah, I know.
So
Mhm.
But I'm really
everything
fast.
accordions and then expands outwards. That's why they tell you to run toward the train, because it's the safest direction to run.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying I'm really fast and I'm going east or west if it's going north or south, and I'm going to take my chances.
Can you cover that mile that train is? How long the train's a mile long? You're going to be able to cover a mile?
When my life's at stake, I might be able to, Mike. All right, so you got it. That's the news.
There you go.
That's a wrap. Thanks for coming in on your vacation.
Absolutely.
You know why he did that, Christian? He was
I do know
afraid.
why he did that. Oh, yeah. Well, we're about
He
to
knew
even
it
up
was
the
gonna
deck real
cost him.
quick.
Hey, Russ.
Yeah.
So a few weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, you guys discussed young driver safety, right?
Yeah.
You guys remember that? And one thing you guys asked was, do they discuss truck safety, like when on the road?
Yep.
So my little brother and little sister are going through a safety course this week. And I guess one of the things that they're now covering is truck safety. They're going to bring
Excellent.
trucks to the safety course.
So they're doing that for their license.
So this is not exactly their license. It's just something that Tennessee offers.
Yeah.
To young drivers learning, and they offer an incentive that's it'll help lower your insurance, showing that you did the safety course, right?
Oh, okay.
I actually did it 10 years ago.
So they're teaching them about how to operate around trucks.
Yes.
And- oh, that's very good.
So they're going to bring some trucks on site. It's actually the I believe the police department is the one that conducts it. They set up a course. They teach about drunk driving. They teach about defensive driving.
That's great.
So they're now also involving large trucks.
Yeah.
That's great. That's Austin, right?
Yeah, that's Austin.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Austin. Yeah,
So
that was
how
the
old?
question.
So that's my niece and nephew. He's talking about Lily. And how old is Lily now? She's 17.
No, she's 16.
16.
In 2 days.
And then Montana's how old?
17.
17. Okay.
Yep.
So that's really good at that age to be educated about that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's good. To the state of Tennessee. I wonder if other states are doing it.
I'm sure. I did it forever ago, but they didn't do anything with trucks. But
Yeah.
now I think that everybody's starting to recognize that's a necessity for young drivers to learn.
Yes,
So-
they're recognizing the four-wheelers are the problem. I would I'd second that. Yeah.
I would agree.
So many people get
Russ.
intimidated when they
Yeah,
get
Mike.
next to a truck.
Yeah, so the Lockwood High School driver's ed is actually doing that up here in Billings, Montana. So they're bringing trucks in and showing them the blind spots and letting the kids climb up in them, and we're seeing what we can see and everything. So that's a pretty good deal. I think all of them should do that.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, I'd do it here in Barberton. I never even thought about it, but we always have a truck or two or five down in the yard. You know, that you're welcome to reach out to the Barberton schools or whatever if they wanted to just have a quick walkthrough or show.
I know somebody
sit in
that
a
would do
seat,
that.
see what a driver sees.
Yeah,
So-
or have one stop, have a car stop from 60 miles an hour to 0, then have an 18-wheeler behind to do the exact same thing.
It's huge.
Go to the local runway.
Yeah. All right. So I'm glad Traveling Mike got to join us. He is a good friend of ours, like I said, and he watches the show. We text back and forth about questions with Kumar. He's always on Joel about Joel's questions. And I said, you can get on him tonight about his questions. He goes, it's not the questions that are the problem. It's Joel's answers. And I will say, Mike is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to hours of service and stuff like that. So I'm kind of curious, Joel. Let's see what he has to say about your questions or your answers tonight.
All right.
Is Ian still in the room?
No, he's not.
Okay, excellent. So for tonight, why don't we have Ian pay for the questions that are? This is gonna be
Yeah. Okay.
And we're gonna do $30 a question.
You should have just took off, Ian.
He said, yeah, we're almost at the end, but he left. He didn't stick around. He came in and did the news, so he didn't get.
It's not about showing up. It's life
about,
is not about. It's not
it's
about
being
It's not
thorough.
about where you start,
Absolutely.
where you finish.
Finishing the race.
Not about where you start.
You
It's
don't
about
get
where
a
you
medal
finish,
for
right?
a marathon unless you cross the finish line, Ian.
Participation trophies over here.
Okay.
And he just walked out the door.
Totally.
That's
so
great.
Gone. Computer's off. So what's $30 a question? And Kumar, I'll say that Ian's got Kumar.
All right.
Okay.
Right?
Are we doing the heads I win, tails you lose scenario like we did last week to Christian?
No, we should make it fair. But
So-
in fairness, I'll pay you for $5 to you directly, Kumar, for every question you get wrong.
Okay. That shouldn't be hard.
So here's what.
Sounds like street outlaws.
So Christian, are you going to take the drivers? I've read the questions.
No,
this
man.
week.
Are you kidding me? Oh, you
Mike?
read the questions? Then Mike's up.
Mike's up. You got the drivers, Mike. Doty.
Okay.
That Mike.
He sounds really.
He's like, oh no,
I
got to
how
eat
did I
dead.
get caught in? Hold on.
I got to eat stinky fish the next couple weeks, and now I got the driver. Listen,
Okay, Mike. But Mike, if you lose, it's only $20 total.
And also, well,
I got the driver.
Okay, we'll do that. And we're gonna go $30 a question for Ian. I'm good with that. He hasn't donated all year to the St. Jude's yet.
Selfish.
Yes. All right, drivers. Traveling Mike, Mackie, Ray, Kevin, Nate. You guys there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Joel.
All right.
Trucking questions.
Get it on.
Lord.
Question number 1. Kumar.
Yeah.
Every trailer must have how many reflectors on the rear? A, 4, B, 2, C, 8, or D, 10. Can we say that again?
Yeah.
Let's do 4. You can go ahead and repeat the question.
All right. Every trailer must have how many reflectors on the rear? A, 4, B, 2, C, 8, or D, 10.
So think about, Kumar, the back of the semi at night lit up. The back. Look at the top. Look at the bottom. What do you think?
Well, if it's Jim Mackey's truck, it's going to be 200, right?
Rhinestone cowboy.
Not on the trailer.
Oh man, I'll go with 8.
He goes 8. Drivers, how many do you have to have on the back? You guys talk and come up with. You got to agree. So Mike, Jim Mackey, Kevin, Nate. What do you guys think?
It's a bad question.
It's a bad question.
It is a bad question.
Because is he asking lights or is he asking reflectors?
Reflectors.
Reflectors.
Well, the reflectors is that the back ICC bumper has to be 100% covered, so he doesn't have the right answer.
Right.
Oh. Well,
And Joel's like, oh,
well, I'll go to the encyclopedia and show you. Every trailer must have how many reflectors? We only got 4 answers. What do you say, Kumar?
he said 8.
He said 8. All right. The answer
2, 4, 6, or 8.
Hold on.
Wait. The drivers get to say.
Jim, do you want to
I'm
guess
gonna
with
say
4 because he's talking the lights, the tail lights?
I'm guessing 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go
the
4.
tail
We're going 4, Joel. What is it?
The answer is 2.
2.
Every trailer must have how
one
many
on each
reflectors on the
corner.
rear? At least 2.
Hey, Joel has to pay this question.
I'll pay if it's right.
$20, Joel. St. Jude's. Write it down, Kumar.
Joel, did you say
Oh, boy.
your answer is correct?
2. Yes. 2 was the correct answer.
One on each corner.
All right. Whatever. $20.
He's paying. Oh, he said 25. Write down 25. I just heard it.
25. Yeah.
I said 20, Joel, but we'll take the extra 5.
What's better than 25? 26.
Ian's got my back tonight. All right. Question number 2. You ready?
Yeah.
Without a permit, the load on a truck may not extend over the rear of the vehicle more than how many feet? Is it A, 4, B, 3, C, 5, or D, 6? Load of a truck may not extend over the rear of a vehicle. This is without a permit.
That's a bad question, too.
That's another bad question.
Well, you know,
Because on a
that's a
50,
bad question. After 80
on a
weeks of this.
53 foot, on a 53 foot
Hold it. You guys get a chance to blast him, but what we need is Kumar's answer.
I'll go 4. I feel like we just talked about this.
Kumar, I'm giving you $5 personally for every question you're getting wrong.
Yeah.
You're giving away free money. Go ahead. It's fine.
All right, drivers. Is Kumar right? If ties, Ian loses. If Kumar's is the drivers. What is it? How many feet without a permit? And then you could tell us how bad the question is.
I'm going to say 3 feet. That's 4 feet. You have to flag it.
Well, that's not a permit, though. That's a flag.
Right. So another poorly asked question, but I think 4. I don't know. I'm not a flat better other than,
What was the answer?
Hey, Mike, how many Jacksons are in the Jackson 5?
Hey, so Kevin, what's your point about the question? The answer is 4. So Ian has to pay. Write it down, Kumar. It's a tie.
No, what I was,
if you're pulling a 53 foot, it can't hang over the back at all without a permit.
Yeah. The farthest you can go off the back of a 53 foot flatbed is literally the bump stops that are back there. That's it. And the only reason why you can go that far is just because of the simple fact that they're attached to the trailer.
I'm going to dig this up. All right.
Joel, he's going to be looking at this all day.
I'm going to dig this up and show you. All right.
Just wait till we see his fantasy dispatch, Christian.
Oh, it's great.
He's got one.
It's awesome. All right, you want the answer?
Yeah. Well, we got it. We
All
know.
All
It's
right.
4.
You got to
put
a flag.
I read it.
All right.
It has an asterisk next to it.
I'm going fishing after this.
He's going fishing questions with Kumar. So, Kumar, you wrote down another $30, Ian.
Yeah.
And 25 Joel on the first ones. I just want to make sure it's written down. Okay,
All right.
Joel.
All right. Going to my safe zone now. Which of the following is not a reason why fish have colorful patterns on their skin? Is it A, to make them easier to catch? Is it B, to attract mates? Or is it C, to hide them from predators? Where's my glass? You want the question again?
He's got to get his glasses.
Which of the following is not a reason why fish have colorful patterns on the skin? Is it A, to make them easier to catch? B, to attract mates? Or is it C, to hide them from predators? Joel, that was a terrible question.
I mean, it's got to be A, right?
No, there's 3 answers. So. Is it A, B, or C?
Oh, my gosh.
Which is not a reason.
For why fish have colorful patterns on their skin.
Enjoy the break in trucking questions, Joel, because this is the last week of it. Of fishing questions, because the contest is over now. So, drivers, what do you think? The reason that I don't even understand the question.
Which of the following is not a reason why fish have colorful patterns on their skin?
What did Kumar say? I never heard his answer.
What'd you say, Kumar?
I guess I said A, but I didn't know that it was like a multiple choice.
Okay, he said A.
Hey,
This was a bad question. It only had 3 answers.
There you go.
I quit. I'm retired.
I agree with Kumar.
Yeah, so you
Kumar
got a 33%
says
chance of getting it right.
Is it to make them easier to catch? Is it to attract mates? Or is it to hide them from predators? Not a reason why fish have colorful patterns. A, B, or C, Kumar?
No, Kumar already said A. It's the drivers. Do they agree with him, or do they disagree and pick a different letter, B or C?
Well, it's a pretty stupid question, but I'd have to agree.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, too.
They have to agree. Ties. If the drivers tie, Ian pays. What's the answer, Joel?
It is A. To make them easier to catch.
Write another $30 down for Ian.
Stupid truck
Kumar.
question.
Sorry,
stupid,
Ian.
Love this.
I'm having a great time.
Stupid fishing question. How about a stupid joke? Did you hear about the celery that got arrested?
And if Ian doesn't get this, he also pays 35.
No, I didn't hear about the celery that got arrested.
Yeah, it was charged for stalking. Okay. Question. All right, here we go. Back to it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Which one of these can I read that won't make?
We went from fishing jokes to vegetable jokes. Okay.
All right. Which of the following vehicles are not required to have mud flaps? Is it A, pole trailers, B, semi-trailers, C, vehicles operated in intrastate, or D, vehicles hauling livestock? Which of the following are not required to have mud flaps? Kumar?
Vehicles hauling livestock.
Kumar says vehicles hauling livestock drivers. What do you say? Which vehicle are not required to have mud flaps? Pole trailers, semi-trailers, vehicles operated in intrastate, vehicles hauling livestock.
What'd Kumar say?
He said vehicles hauling livestock.
Yeah.
So, vehicles.
Well, I'm going to say this is a stupid question too, but the answer I'm going to say is pole trailers.
Mackie says pole trailers. Traveling Mike, you agree?
I agree because they attach the mud flaps to the freight itself and not the tray.
Yeah, I tend to agree. And have you ever seen a bull hauler that's without mud flaps on the trailer?
The only
No.
reason why a livestock trailer would not have mud flaps on it because it'd be agricultural exempt.
If it were like on farm
farmer.
roads or but
A
if it's
farm road or a farmer.
what's the right answer,
But
Joel?
otherwise,
Pole trailers.
Pole trailers. So drivers got it right. Write it down. 30 more for Ian.
He is not going to pay this.
Oh, he is. He's signed his paycheck.
He is.
Thank you very much.
I said I signed his paycheck. I'll just take it out.
That's
right. All
Your
I gotta
paycheck
do-
becomes effective when you are, and he's not here. So
All I have to do is let our Steve, our payroll administrator,
How about next week the road
know
crew come up
to
with a
deduct
question?
it. And he's got time.
this
He can
would be
put in
great.
some overtime.
This would be
before
great.
Christmas.
Let's not even tell him. Let's just wait till the payroll hits and see what his response is.
Take it out next week. What are we up
or
to?
just
for-
don't say anything till it's time to pay, and just be like, Ian, you owe ...
Yeah. What is he up to right now?
$90?
$90. Yes. You got any more questions, Joel?
Sure, if they're not dumb.
This is a daily double. This one's worth 70.
All right, if this one's dumb. I don't know what to say. Which of the following senses do fish rely on the least? Smell, vision, or hearing?
Smell, vision, or hearing?
Or taste?
Or taste.
I'll just do that in. Which of the following senses do fish rely on the least? Smell, vision, or hearing?
Probably vision.
Kumar says vision. Mike, what do you say?
For $70, Mike.
well, I didn't know a fish had a nose.
I didn't know they had ears.
Do they not have noses?
Sharks have
Hearing.
7 senses, actually. But all right,
Drivers,
do you want to take a shot at it?
Drivers, what do you think?
Hearing.
I think it's vision.
He thinks vision. Kumar thinks vision. That'd be a tie. Kevin, was that Nate?
Yeah.
Hearing? I think
Yeah.
it's hearing. I've never seen a fish with ears.
It's sonar, Russ.
Well, yeah. I gotta say hearing.
All right, this was pretty bad.
What is it?
No, it is vision. Fish
Duh.
do rely.
Okay,
All right.
so that one Joel pays.
Here's a fish with a nose.
I'm done. There you go. Thank you. Take the 20.
There you go.
Write it down, Kumar.
All right.
Another bad question. Another 25 for
Don't
Joel.
worry, the road crew's gonna have questions next week. One apiece.
Yeah, if
right,
I'm Joel, and every time I write a bad question, you're going to find me. I'm not writing any more questions.
No, I'm gonna find these questions.
Well, in his defense, we haven't done that to him in a year and a half, so it's okay. It's for St. Jude's.
Me or Ian?
For you.
Oh.
And Ian, too. And Ian donated last year at the end of the contest because he didn't know anything, I don't think, but he donated too. So Ian's a generous guy when it comes to. So how much did he have to pay? He said $90.
Yep, $90.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
That's a lot of money.
I'll have Steve, our payroll administrator, Christian. Here's what I'll do. Steve's my buddy, so I'll call Steve and let him know. Hey, he watches the show too, but I'll let him know that we got Ian for $90. Could he do me a favor and call Ian and ask him if he wants him to break out the $90 he lost on the show last night over the next few weeks?
That's great.
That's how he'll find out tomorrow.
Record it, please.
Yep,
Yes,
that's how he'll
that
find
would
out.
be excellent.
Yeah, I should record it. I'll be sitting right in here, so I'll know. I'll try and get a video on my phone. So that was cool.
Just have Steve on the line and have Steve call him three-way so you can record it on your phone.
Yeah, Steve should put you on. Absolutely.
I'll just get him on. I'll be like, hey, Ian, I was talking to Steve because I have to talk to him tomorrow anyway, and Ian knows that. And I'll just say he wanted to talk to you. Here's my phone.
I think it'd be better if Steve calls
Joel
and says,
record.
Steve calls and says, hey, I can't get a hold of Russ. I've got to get this payroll submitted for 941s and everything else.
Yeah.
So how do you want to do this deduction of $90? And he's like, for what? I don't know. Something about you left the podcast early. and
I got it.
If he do you have recording on your phones, Russ?
Yes, I can record him. I'll
Absolutely
get it recorded. Or Austin, because Austin, it would be better for you to record it on your iPhone, Austin, because he wouldn't suspect you sitting right here.
Yeah, but he's not going to put it on speaker in payroll.
No, but here's the thing: if he calls
he
you, like if he called,
every call on speaker over there.
Well, but don't worry about that, because if your phones are recorded, then just have Mark call you and then merge the call with him. He won't even know if the whole thing will be recorded. It'll be
Christian's
Steve.
talking about
You mean Steve?
lines.
Steve. Sorry.
Yeah. That's right.
If you need a line, I've got a line right here next to me. I'd be glad to be on the call.
We'll figure it out.
On
We'll
mute.
figure it out tomorrow. That'll be great. Kumar, make sure you don't tell him anything.
I won't.
Okay, this will be fun. We're going to get this recorded so we can show it on next week's show. I wanted to mention one more thing, too, before we... Joel, we're going to do your dispatch. You can take us out with your fantasy dispatch.
Another $20.
It's another $20. But we just real quick, just a reminder about your CDLs, guys. We had an incident over the holiday weekend. Right before it, a driver moved to Ohio. It had to do with AB5, but he did officially, legitimately move, has an address here, and a mailbox, all that. Went into the DMV, I think, on Wednesday, Austin?
Yeah, it was Wednesday.
Went in on Wednesday to the DMV here in Ohio, and they gave him, he turned in his California CDL. They punched holes through it, and they gave him an Ohio driver's license. We didn't look at it. Honestly, we just thought, hey, it's right. It came from safety. Didn't even look at it. Trish and I talked about it on the phone. Trish said, Russ, I just assumed. They would have given him a CDL. He had to take a test, a 40-question test on air brakes and general knowledge, and then they gave him the license. We loaded him later that day. He got loaded and got 370 miles away. And Trish called and said that's when she didn't catch it. She said, I get it. I didn't catch it. It went through all of our hands. We didn't catch it. And he had a Class D driver's license. He got a regular driver's license. The DMV screwed up. We pulled him over when we found out. And then it was Friday afternoon. We called Ohio. We called the DMV there. They said there's nothing you can do. There's nothing we can do without him back here in our presence in the DMV. We're sorry. We messed up. We'll fix it. But it's a holiday weekend. We close at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And he was 370 miles away. I had to hire somebody, 2 different people. One the first day on Friday to drive 370, go get him, bring him back. Walk into DMV on Saturday. They fixed it, thank God. Gave him a CDL. And then I had to hire another person to drive him 370 miles in their car, and drop him back off at the truck. We were in a jam. We had no choice. At the end of the day, I can't even blame our driver, because all of us, when you go through that process and they make you take a test, you would think that you're getting a Class A CDL. And they don't give you the hard card right there. They mail that in 2 weeks. So he just got 2 forms with his picture on it and the driver's license information. It was very easy to overlook. It's just unfortunate, but like I told him, I said, man, it cost me $1,000 to get you back out here and back down there, because that's 4 trips, almost 1,500 miles. I think we were lucky at that cost to get someone to drive him and pick him up and come back. But if you're changing your license from one state to another, I'm just word to the wise, man. Look at it, read it, and make sure you went from a Class A to a Class A.
With your endorsements, I imagine, too. Yep.
Yeah, because that really happened, and I was blown away. I've never seen, and the DMV admitted the mistake. It was the clerk's fault, So I asked them if they were going to help.
Didn't they ask him to verify that everything was right on his license?
They probably, I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
no, he just got the forms there. He didn't get a hard copy, so it was really just the form.
Yeah, they mailed the hard copy, but they gave him. You're allowed to drive with the temporary one until they mail you the forms.
I mean, they print off a temporary North Carolina looks just like your license.
But honestly, Kevin, if you go into the DMV and you say, "Hey, I want to change my CDL over," and then they go sit you down and have you do a air brake test and a commercial license general knowledge test, 20 of each, and then you take the test on the computer. You go back up there and they give you your paperwork and pictures on the paper and says, "We'll mail your license in 2 weeks." I mean, you just took a test for it that they require.
I'm terrible at attention to detail. I 100% missed it.
Just word to the wise.
I was just asking.
It was unfortunate, and at the end of the day, I'm probably going to help him out with some of this. First of all, he didn't have the money to pay out to have. He didn't even. I tried to get him a rental car, and he was like 40 miles from Effingham, Illinois. There's no rental cars available because it was a holiday weekend, and then I'm like, the guy's like, even if you could get him a rental car here in Effingham, there's no Ubers where he's at. He goes, we're not. How are you going to get him here? And we were in a jam, and I couldn't. There was nothing I could do, and the clock was ticking. It's Friday afternoon, and I got to get him back here before Saturday at 2, before they close. Yep. So luckily, Ian jumped in, found a couple guys he knew that were willing to get paid to go one down and back, and then the next day the one down and back. But it cost, over $1,000, and we had to get a hotel for the one night, so $1,100 something bucks. And I'm gonna help my driver out. He's a good friend of ours and a good driver, but at the end of the day, he's got to participate too, man, because it is your stuff. You gotta read it.
Take some ownership. Yep.
Yeah, and he did. He understood if he paid the whole thing. I just feel bad. I'm gonna help, but I did pay it out of pocket. So he asked me if I could just take it out over the next couple weeks, and I will. But I'm not gonna take it all. I mean, I know it was an honest. I might have done the same thing. Especially after you take the test. The air brake test and the general knowledge test. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there because I know we've been talking about this for weeks. A lot of guys have been changing licenses. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, I think we covered it. Joel, did you have he's pointing to Joel. Did you have something else, Joel?
His driver.
Oh, Joel said, duh. Joel.
What?
Your fantasy dispatch. You got it, Kumar? And we're going to take the show out with
I'd
this.
like to bring up one other thing, Russ.
Yeah,
that was a terrible question.
While he's pulling that up, go ahead, Jim.
Everybody needs to know that we're after September 1st. Out here in the West, we have to have chains on your truck.
Chains, thank you.
They're going to be looking hard for them.
Yep.
And yes, I do have mine.
Yep.
I carry mine year round.
Easy money for Colorado.
Oh, yeah. And that way station, when you go up to 25 out of Colorado into Wyoming, they're always open, but this time of year, man, they're always looking for chains. You know where I'm talking about, Jim.
Everywhere out here, they'll be looking for them.
Joel's
okay, there's everybody's warning. Don't send me that way.
That's his new CB handle. No tarp, no chains.
There you go.
No tarp.
All right, Joel. What'd you do here, buddy?
What's up? All right. Wow, that looks good, Kumar. Okay. All right, so here we go. We got driver A. We'll call him A Train. We started out in Milwaukee.
I like the Santa Claus.
94-mile deadhead. Pick it up in Chicago. Duck. All right, 94-mile deadhead. Pick it up Chicago. Going to Hazleton, PA. And yes, I looked at the load to truck ratios out of there. I had 1,850 loads to 700 trucks, and that was in PA. So we headed that direction. 676 loaded miles, $1,700, 37,000 pounds, 94-mile deadhead. Not the greatest.
It's not terrible, but you couldn't negotiate. So let's lay down the.
So we got 17
the rules here.
675.
It's
right.
posted loads on the spot market. You can't call on them and negotiate. This is a fantasy dispatch. So he couldn't use that negotiating power of the load to truck ratio the way it was. 600 trucks to what?
2,000.
How many ever?
700 trucks, whatever. Right.
To how many loads?
Yes.
No, to how many loads?
1,800.
He's not saying your last name, okay?
1,850.
50 loads to 700 trucks in PA.
Okay, so that would have been a great area to negotiate.
Yeah.
However, he couldn't, so he had to take the load that was the rate that was posted. That's the rules we've all went by in this fantasy dispatch. But still, not a terrible load, Joel.
All right, so we make it out to PA, and we deadhead. We get unloaded, take our 10-hour break, pick up next day in Scranton, PA, 46-mile deadhead, Hickory Logistics, 26,000 pounds, going back to Jackson, Wisconsin, 1,819 loaded miles, all miles 865. Loads to truck ratio, Wisconsin, 1,050 to 735. So went back to Wisconsin.
How many days did it take to drive that back?
From the 1 day. So
Joel's got some paper logs.
No.
His ELD.
You got
2 days.
wings on that train.
He picked up on the 8th. He delivered 865 all-in miles on the 9th. He got unloaded, and he managed to pick up in Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin on the 9th. That's Friday. He shut down. This is his weekend load. It's 56 deadhead miles. So he's picking up in Mount Pleasant. You done? Okay. Mount Pleasant, headed to York, PA, 15,000 pounds, 56-mile deadhead, 758 loaded miles, paying $2,500, 814 all in, Landstar. That's the weekend, the 9th through the 12th.
Your first two loads, though, Joel, he drove 800 miles a day.
No. So the 9th.
I'm confused.
All right. So 776 loaded miles, Chicago to Hazleton, right?
Yeah.
Picked up on the 6th. He delivered on the 7th. He drove 600 miles, and then he
finished
did
it off in the morning.
On the morning.
Okay. So he's already into his clock, got unloaded. Then
Yes,
he
picks up the next day. The
which
8th.
is 800 and some miles.
No, it's 46-mile deadhead. He's
Okay.
there at 8 in the morning. He's taking it to
Okay,
Wisconsin.
so it's a layover.
Oh,
Okay,
he
that
picked up the next day. That's where I
Yes.
was confused. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh, you didn't know that.
No, yeah, I didn't get touched it.
I guess I didn't catch it either.
So pick
Hey,
up on the 8th.
traveling Mike, I'd like to know what the speed rating on those steer tires are for 819 miles.
Exactly.
There we go.
Well, you can cover 819 in a 24-hour period. You just
Yes,
can't
you
do it
can.
in one driving shift.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You got to do a 10
So
and finish it off.
If you picked up on the
What, you got Ray's phone?
Yeah.
got halfway back, taken another 10, and delivered on the 10 on the 9th.
Yep.
Yeah, and I didn't
It's
see
doable.
I didn't see he had 2 days in there, so that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
And then he took his
All right.
weekend load, Joel.
I'm reading my joke. You're going to Jack. Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. So he made it back to Jackson, Wisconsin on Friday. He got unloaded, and he picked up in Mount Pleasant, 56-mile deadhead. He's out of hours. He shut down, and he began his journey the next day for the weekend to York, PA.
Short load of the weekend.
You were crazy.
The 9th through the 12th, 758 loaded miles, $2,500,
Oh, no.
814 all in, Landstar. So he's there on Monday.
Tanu.
All right. So now he's deadheading from York to Honeybrook, PA on Monday, 51-mile deadhead, and he's taking it to Union City, Georgia. Loads the truck 2,500 trucks to 1,900 loads. Down in Georgia, and Russ, I did look at South Dakota. They had a pretty good area out there. I couldn't get him to Rapid City, though. I tried. So fourth load of the week, 12th through the 13th, goes to Georgia. 4 loads. I said that. 4 loads on the week. 795 loaded. 846 all in. He got 1,700 on 795. And by the way, the load was 42,000 pounds. That was pretty bad.
And 214.
Yeah. All right. So all in, he got for the week, he got 7,800 loaded to the truck.
Revenue 7,800.
7,800 all in.
3,
miles 236 a mile. That's all in with the deadhead. Average weight was 30,000 pounds. Average deadhead was 61 miles. The average rate per mile was 255. The all-in miles was 32.95. Spent about 55 hours. Picking up in Atlanta the 14th. There's your whole week.
He spent about 70 hours running.
He got
3,300 miles and getting unloaded. For how many loads
I
was
know
it?
this,
5?
so I did a little math, and if you're getting 6 miles to the gallon, you spend about 550 gallons.
549 gallons.
Yeah.
And if you can get to 7, you're about 470 gallons. That's about $450 back in your pocket.
I like that thinking, Joel.
If you can feather your right foot.
Yeah, I like that. However, that rate.
That fuel.
He's like that fuel.
You've lost 50% of your revenue in fuel. That's rough.
So now you guys know why we give Joel all the drivers that book themselves.
Better job.
His loaded rate per mile is higher than the national average right now.
Yeah, I'm only messing with you, Joel. And you're in the constraints of you can't negotiate. You're going off a load board.
Let's be honest. When we started this 5-6 weeks ago, even though fuel was at a different price, the market was still in a different place too. So I mean, if he's chosen this year recently, he's dealing with a different market than we did. I mean, we had a 4 to 6 4 to 6 loads per truck. He's at a 2.5.
Finally got some love on this show.
It's because you look like my dad. I looked at your picture. I'm like, my goodness, we could be related.
Yeah,
I think it's the rate's down to like 240 something. The average
for average spot
per van.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Joel, and you're not going to get any love here from me. You know that.
That
so,
sucked. You're not booking me.
Yeah, the only thing I don't get is why the such long miles in the week, like Wednesday to Thursday.
I like the ping pong.
Yeah, 1,600 miles, and to get to your Friday load is a lot.
Almost every day that you had was longer than your weekend run.
Yeah.
Well, 756 miles in the weekend. He's like,
every shipper
finally I get a break.
He likes to take off on weekends and watch football.
Yeah. See, I had this discussion earlier. Go ahead, Joel.
I was going to say, all my shipper and receivers cooperate.
It's a fantasy.
Right. On that kind of mileage on the weekend, he probably could have squeezed a 34 into it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's the one thing I thought he was doing the short miles for. What is that?
We say it's family friendly. That's not what this means.
Somebody didn't get a good fuel price.
So,
did you say
Joel,
that's Ian?
Thanks for doing that. Oh,
at $90, he's crying.
Oh, also Kumar, write down $20 Mike Doty. He forgot to do his fantasy dispatch for
homework.
this week.
He gets a zero.
$20 Doty. Non-homework assignment or not.
Can't wait till they build that new wing at St. Jude's.
I sent him. I sent Doty a text because he didn't. He said last week I'll have it this week, and I sent him a text right before the show. I'm like, oh, you got your fantasy dispatch? He's like, oh man. He goes, that's why I messed up in high school. I never did my homework, and now I'm 44 years old, and you're telling me, giving me homework assignments, and I still can't keep up with it. I was dying.
The fish ate his homework.
The shrimp are live in the right on the other side of that wall. That could have happened. So, Christian, you got anything else? You glad to be back?
I am. This is a fun show. It's good to be back.
Didn't cost you anything.
No, it didn't, and I'm never going to be absent again.
Our next fundraiser should be to ourselves.
Nobody show up.
They're going to have a GoFundMe. Everybody that's on the show every week, their own GoFundMe.
Looks like Kumar gets $20 back.
Traveling Mike, it's been good to have you. Welcome back anytime. Just let Kumar know. Be safe out there in your travels. And then when I get to Billings, I will see you. You're going to stop by, and we've talked about it, so I'm looking forward to seeing you. I haven't seen you in a while.
We're going to make it happen. And Christian or any of you guys make it up to Billings if you give me some time ahead of time so I can be there. Maybe we can hook up, do dinner or something.
That sounds good, and you can whoop me in pool all over again.
There you go.
Yeah.
We got to teach you how to break one of these days.
Wow. I just want to let you know, we were several drinks in when we started, Mike, so I think that's a very unfair assumption of my pool game, but okay.
That was we, right? Both
Yes.
of us?
Yeah, you're all right. Time to wrap the show up for us.
All right, guys.
Hey, guys, I've been following you for a while. I'll be joining quite a bit now. I think got it worked out to where I can make it happen.
Hey, your questions are welcome. Too.
Yeah, that's good. And then, if you want to send in some questions, Mike is a wealth of knowledge with hours of service and stuff, safety related, truck related, and he's on the road. So, Mike, if you want to send questions into Joel, that would be helpful because he's been writing these for 18 months.
80 weeks now.
80 weeks. What episode are we on? This is 73?
73.
73.
Yep.
Going strong. So, send them in, Mike. And with that, you guys got anything else? Doty?
No.
Joel?
Go Braves.
Christian?
No, thank you,
Austin.
Ian. That's all I have to contribute.
Thanks
Thank
to
you,
Ian for your generosity. St. Jude's really appreciate you. And with that, go Browns, go
Buckeyes.
Guardians, go Cavaliers.
Go Jets.